Shopify just dropped 53 AI features in just one update. And every single one of them is designed to do the same thing: kill the need for external agencies and automation tools. The e-commerce infrastructure just got centralized. And if you're an agency owner or a brand doing more than $50,000 a month, the next 12 months will decide whether you win or if you get left behind. Let me show you what just changed. So, Shopify just released their Winter 26 edition. For context, Shopify does this twice a year. Summer and winter, they announce all new features at once. But this one is different. 53 new features, 47 of them are AI powered. And the overall message behind every single one of them is this: centralization. Shopify is bringing everything in-house. Design, app development, workflow automation, marketing tools, analytics, customer support, all the stuff you used to need external tools for, now it's native. If you needed a chatbot, you needed to hire an agency to build it. Now it's built in. For workflows, you used to pay Zapier, now it's built in. It's called Shopify Flow. If you needed custom apps, a developer needed to build it for you. Now AI builds it for you. Do you need advanced analytics? Well, back then you needed external third-party tools, but now it's native Shopify QL. This is not just a product update. This is a strategic shift, and it's completely about to change who wins in the e-commerce space over the next 3 years. But first, let me explain why centralization is the big deal. For the last 5 years, e-commerce, mainly because of saturation, has become a lot more complicated. You've got your store on Shopify, but then your email on Klaviyo, SMS on something like Agentic, ads managed through one platform, and analytics through another, and then automation through Zapier or Make. 10 different tools, 10 different logins, 10 different billing cycles. It was a mess. Especially when every integration like that becomes a point of failure. When something breaks, you're trying to play detective to figure out which tool is causing the issue. Shopify just looked at all of this and said, screw it, we're just gonna build all of it ourselves. And here's why that's brilliant. When everything lives in the same ecosystem, 3 things happen. Implementation speed increases 10 times, reliability goes way up, and data is better. But now let me show you what this actually looks like in practice. I'm going to walk you through the 5 features that matter the most, and I'm going to show you what this means for brands. First feature is Sidekick. It's Shopify's AI assistant. Think about it as ChatGPT, but it knows your entire business. It can analyze your store data, suggest which products to promote, build marketing campaigns, build custom reports. But here's the crazy part. It can write apps for you. Custom functionality on demand. For example, you tell it, create an app that checks return eligibility for orders based on our policy. It writes the code, deploys the app, and it's live in your store. You used to hire a Shopify developer for $2,000 to $5,000 to build this and maybe wait a lot of weeks, but now it's just your Sidekick and you can do it in 5 minutes. Now, here's what most people don't realize. This sounds easy in theory, but in practice, knowing what apps to build to create leverage and grow the business strategically, well, that's the gap. A brand owner who doesn't understand the system will build random apps that do not connect with their growth needs. But if you're an e-commerce brand owner that is also specialized on AI scaling, well, you know exactly what custom apps to build. You know how to build infrastructure, not toys. That's the difference between using Sidekick for busy work rather than using it to build a competitive moat. Now let's jump to the second one, Shopify Flow. It's their workflow automation tool. Think about Zapier, but native. AI can, in this version, write workflows for you. You describe what you want and it will automate it. For example, when a high-value customer abandons cart, send them a personalized discount and notify the sales team. AI builds the entire workflows. Triggers, condition, actions, done. This is the stuff that AI gurus are charging $5,000 to $10,000 for, but now you just describe it and you have it. But again, there's a gap. Most brands will use this for simple stuff, like send an email when someone orders. But the real opportunity is in complex, strategic workflows that actually move metrics. Multi-step customer journeys, inventory optimization triggers, dynamic pricing based on margin thresholds. That requires understanding business operations, not just knowing that the tool exists. And again, that's where e-commerce brand owners trained on AI scaling frameworks can dominate, because you wouldn't be building random automations, but architecting systems that compound on their own without human intervention. But now number 3, this is the big one. Shopify is building what they're calling Agentic Storefronts. Your products can now be discovered and purchased directly inside ChatGPT or Claude, Perplexity, or any AI platform. Someone asks ChatGPT, what's the best organic skincare for sensitive skin, for example. And ChatGPT can now show them products from Shopify stores they can buy without leaving the chat. This is the future of discovery, not search, not social media ads, but AI recommendations. But here's what most brands don't realize. For your products to get recommended, you need data. AI is gonna need that data about use cases, reviews, brand story, product descriptions, and most Shopify stores actually have terrible product data. Generic descriptions, no context, no differentiation. And if you don't fix that, you're invisible in agentic commerce. But if you understand how to structure data for AI consumption, you get prioritized in the AI recommendations. Again, this is where operators with system thinking actually win. You're not just turning on agentic commerce and you're done. No, you're restructuring your entire product for AI-first discovery. This one is wild. Number 4, SimGym. It's an app that simulates customer behavior through AI. Let's say you want to test a new campaign or a new product page layout, a new checkout flow. Instead of launching it and hoping it works, SimGym runs thousands of simulated customers through it as if they are your customers already. It predicts conversion rates, it identifies friction points, it tells you what will work before you spend $1. This is A/B testing on steroids. But here's the thing, running simulation is easy. Interpreting the data and knowing what to test in the first place, that's where most brands actually mess up. Most will run random tests. Let's try a different bottom color. And that doesn't move the needle because you could do it already without AI. But the smart operators test strategic hypothesis. Something like, if we structure the value prop to lead with outcome instead of features, we predict a 12% conversion lift based on customer interview data. That's the difference between playing with a tool like a toy and actually using it to scale. Number 5, there's Tinker, that is basically TikTok but for e-commerce tools. It's a feed where you scroll through AI apps built by other creators. You can test them instantly with your product data. Imagine you're scrolling, you see an app that makes 3D renders for your product, you can test it live. Or another one that generates product videos for your store, you can test it. It's all plug and play within Shopify. This one is interesting because it democratizes access to powerful tools. But democratization is a double-edged sword. Everyone has access to the same apps, so the competitive advantage isn't the tool. It's how you integrate it into a larger strategy. A random brand owner will scroll through Tinker, find 5 apps, got distracted, and never implement anything properly. An AI scaler with systems will identify the 2 apps within all of them that create the most leverage for their specific bottlenecks and deploy them strategically. Same tools, 10 times the result. All right, so now that you've seen the feature, let me explain why this kills the traditional e-commerce agency model. For the last 5 years, agencies have been making a lot of money by being the integration layer. You're a brand, you need email marketing setup, automations built, you need apps to be configured. You hire an agency. They charge $5,000 to $20,000. They set everything up. The agency's value was technical implementation and integration with also strategical expertise. But AI, and now Shopify plus AI, eliminated all of that. Need email flows, automations, custom functionality, design changes. AI within Shopify has your back covered. The implementation gap is closing fast. So what happens to agencies? Path 1, they race to the bottom. Compete on price, get commoditized, and eventually get replaced entirely by AI. Or path 2, they evolve, stop being just implementers and become strategic operators. And that's where AI scaling comes in. Here's what most people are missing. Shopify didn't make agencies obsolete. They made implementation obsolete. But implementation was never the value anyway. The real value is strategic system thinking. Knowing which features to use, knowing how to combine them, knowing how to architect infrastructure that compounds and creates leverage. And that's what AI scaling actually is. It's not we'll set up your Shopify store for $5,000. It's we will diagnose your entire operation, identify the bottlenecks, architect an AI-powered system to fix them, and take a percentage of the growth that we generate. That's what an AI scaler does. They come in, spend 2 or 3 weeks on deep diagnostic. They're using systems and frameworks like logic trees, graphs, Quest, and all that complex stuff to map the entire business so they can identify, in the specific case of e-commerce brands, abandoned cart rate that maybe is high because of checkout friction, or repeat purchase rate is low because there's no retention system, or margin is compressed because they're promoting the wrong products. Then the AI scalers build system using Shopify's new AI feature, and they structure it as a performance deal. For example, your baseline is $100,000 a month. I'll take you to 150. I want 33% of the incremental $50,000 per month for 6 months. If they hit it, that's a $100,000 payout. If they don't, you, the brand owner, don't pay anything. Completely aligned incentives. This is what replaces the agency model. Not cheaper implementation, but strategic systems with skin in the game. Now, let me be very clear about something. Most brands will look at these Shopify features and think, great, we can do this ourselves. And technically, they can. But there's a massive gap between having access to tools and knowing how to use them strategically. Let me show you what I mean. Brand owner logs into Sidekick, asks it to improve conversion rate. Sidekick generates just some advice like improve your product's description, add customer reviews, optimize page load speed. And okay, thanks, that's super helpful. Now watch what happens when someone like an AI scaler does it. Analyze the last 90 days of checkout data, identify at which step we have the highest drop-off rate, cross-reference with customer support tickets to see if there are related complaints. Propose 3 specific changes ranked by expected impact. Sidekick now pulls real data and identifies that maybe 70% of drop-offs happen at shipping cost calculation, and finds that 12 support tickets mention this. Something like shipping too expensive. It then proposes to test free shipping thresholds, test product bundling to increase AOV, and test alternate shipping partners. Same tool, completely different results. That's the implementation gap. Brands have access to the tools, but they don't know how to wield them strategically. They'll spend 6 months doing random implementations and getting random results. Or they can partner with an AI scaler who's trained on business fundamentals, systems architecture, and obviously the AI execution. Same tools, 100x better outcomes. So let me spell out who wins and who loses over the next 12 months. Here we have the traditional Shopify agencies that compete on implementation. Automation consultants, developers who build basic apps. All of these get replaced by Shopify's new AI. The winners are instead e-commerce operators trained on AI scaling frameworks. People who understand the business diagnostic and systems architecture, and operators who can deploy AI strategically, not just technically. If you're an e-commerce expert right now, you have 2 choices. You keep doing what you're doing, compete with AI on implementation, and watch your rates drop every quarter until you're irrelevant. Or you level up, learn systems thinking, learn AI scaling, and reposition as a strategic operator, either for your own brand if you have one, or for other business owners. All right. Let's wrap this up and let me bring this home. Shopify just centralized an entire e-commerce space and made AI-powered tools accessible to everyone within their ecosystem. But access is not the same as advantage. When everyone has the same tech, competition becomes who is the strategical guy that wins. And that comes down to the same thing: AI scaling. If you're a brand doing more than $50,000 a month, you need someone who can architect those AI-powered infrastructures to scale the business, not just add new features. If you're an operator instead, or an agency owner, you need to evolve from implementation to strategy before you get replaced. Choose wisely. Okay, either way, maybe now you're thinking, okay, Dom, I get it, but how do I actually start? I break down the full methodology in our training, which for now is free, because we have a problem of having too many companies that want AI scaling, but too few AI scalers trained, and we have to fill this gap. We train operators on AI scaling, they get certified, and then we place them into companies. Or if they have a business, they can just implement it for their own business. If you get placed, you get paid only on the growth that you generate. So it's a win-win for the business owner and for the AI scaler. We're accepting 5 new students per week, so link is in the description. You can check it out. If you want to stop using AI tools as toys and start using them as actual growth for businesses, you're in the right place. See you in the next one.